Hi guys. So, I thought my last video would be my last video ever since the worms were supposed to take down the internet with cyber worms a while ago, but they're taking longer than usual. So, lately at my house, there's been a lot of visitors. All but one are tall, bulky guys with disgusting feet. All but one calls himself a large man named Ned, and they say they're from space. Each Ned has a number that they can be identified by if needed, but they seem to be offended if you use it too often. They tell me they're the last of their race, all survivors of a space gulag from communist robot clones of Stalin. There's about 500 with me, but more come in from time to time. So seeing as I've found an alien species that needs my help, I've taken the only real solution. I've decided to imprison a bunch of them, run experiments on them, to see if what I can do, and then publish the results in this video. For my first test, I basically try to replicate an experiment the Worm Reich ran to create cyberworms. I'm trying to create cyber Neds. So what the worms first did was they put their worm captives in a room filled wall to wall with computer screens, and I did the same thing with these Neds. The goal is for them to be exposed to so much digital media that they become digital themselves. However, several flaws emerged almost immediately. Ned number 13 bit all of his toes off, smeared blood all over the room, and then swallowed all his toes and choked to death. Ned's 12, 15, and 16 all stopped eating the food I was sending, even after I switched from McDonald's to Burger King, and then they starved. I took drastic measures to keep 14, 17, 18, 19, and 20 alive, even feeding them raw Ovaltine dust, which seems to boost their vitality, but 17 and 19 still bashed themselves to death on the walls, causing $1 million worth of damage. Those guys are jerks. Number 20 started muttering what appeared to be a satanic chant, which caused monsoons of blood to rain down upon my house, and that wasn't cool, so I put him down. But finally, after 2 months of captivity, 14 and 18 became digital. I fixed the standard control software, and bam! A large man named CyberNed 1 and a large man named CyberNed 2 were born. Success. For my second test, I put Ned number 1 and a can of worms in a room. It went as well as you would think, considering they're worms. They killed him within 2 hours and infested his body. And now there's a corpse walking around being manipulated by worms. I think that's beautiful. For my third test, I used Neds 2 through 11. This one went pretty well. All I had to do for this test was just tell them what to do for a week, and they did. And it was pretty great. They actually love me because I am smaller than them. They call me a small man named Sam, which is similar to the title they have for their other bosses, the only small Ned. Number 9 even went to the lengths of killing himself on command, and the others kind of just watched and they were like, okay, Ross. Anyway, that's the end of that test. For test 4, I used Neds 21 through 50. I made them fight their way through an obstacle course I built a while ago. Most of them made it through with little trouble, as the course was supposed to kill worms, not 10-foot tall aliens. Even so, number 21, 45, and 43 all bled to death from cuts on their legs. The rest were fine but tired. So, after doing a couple of tests, I had gathered enough data to determine a plan. I would use the Neds as an army to fight the worms. By